welcome to MGP603. I'm Kevin. With me as ever, the Sheepdog, Anna and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello, hello.
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 I've got Audacity on my opposite monitor this week, and it's completely throwing me. It's like I've never seen the audio wave files before. This is all very new. I'm going to get very distracted by this. It's in my eye line. I'd also like to start things off by officially apologising on Sheepdog's behalf for this being a shorter than usual episode. We do record on a Wednesday night immediately before the Champions League semi-final. I will be leaving in 49 minutes. So that is how much podcast we have remaining. It's his fault. He was late. He's a monster. But other than that, how are we all this week, boys and girls? Are we all delightfully happy? We're all having a lovely time? We're all enjoying spring?
No.
No,
It's too hot, Kev. Far too hot.
Because I'm 40. I don't like
it's not hot. It's not hot now. It was hot last week. It's cooled right down now. It's 12 degrees now.
I do have to get my hoodies back out. I am chilly.
Yeah.
And my
12
blankets
degrees
back
too
out.
much, if you ask me.
What, you want it to be 0?
If that's as low as you're willing to go, yeah.
I don't want to have to put the
Too
heat
hot. I don't find it too at the moment. I do have hoodies on, but I'm not too warm. I can just about live in this conditions.
Should hope so. But yeah, Anna's very, very old now, everybody.
Yeah, I am very old.
She puts the mature into Mature Gamer Podcast. About time somebody
Oh God, don't. Ugh,
did.
don't get to 40. It's annoying. Everything just
What's
feels
annoying
different.
about it? What do you mean it feels different? Absolutely nothing has changed. Other than to celebrate you turning 40, you ate an octopus, which was new. You didn't do that
I'm
when you were in
40.
your 30s.
Yeah, but I'm 40. I don't know what I want to do with my life, and most of it's over now, so
I don't know.
It's over.
You're basically not even halfway if you live over 80.
Yeah, the bit where you have responsibilities and or have to do as you're told are over. The bit where you were a kid and got bossed around and a parent and did the bossing around, that's all over. Here on in, you're basically doing free play. This is New Game Plus. You get to do whatever you want now.
If you picked up a snooker cue tomorrow and practiced, you could be a snooker world champion in 15 years like you've always dreamed. And nothing would stop you.
I can't bend though. My back.
I mean,
You can't
practicing.
bend. Don't
My
let
back.
the world tell you can't bend.
No, not the world. My body goes, don't you go into that position. It hurts, and it does hurt.
You should come and see my chiropractor with me. He bends me.
Oh, did you go to that today? Are you alive?
Yeah, I told him that last week after he tried to pull my head off, I was dizzy for 3 days and felt like I was drunk and the room was constantly spilling. And his response was, "That's weird."
Oh no!
Because chiropractors are all quacks, Kev. I mean, I didn't say it last week because I thought, well, it's working for him. But they are just
It's
literally
working.
yanking at
That's the
you.
important thing. Yeah, that's fine. Yank at me. When I first went to him, I couldn't sit down for 10 minutes. I couldn't stand up straight. Now I'm completely free. I am full motion, full movement, and just debilitating dizziness, and my spine is damaged. But other than that, I'm fine.
It's 50-50 on whether you're feeling fine because he's snapped the nerve that was telling you it was hurting, or whether he's fixed anything. And it's more likely, judging by the dizziness, that he's just damaged it.
Yeah, I don't care which he's done. I'm not in pain anymore. He's fixed me. You know, the man's a genius. If I then coincidentally end up in a wheelchair, I don't see how that's his fault. That's just a coincidence, isn't it? Just a coincidence. It's fine. Plus, not only is he a little bit iffy, he's also cheap. So it's the best of both worlds. Much cheaper than traditional medical care. I'm a big fan. I recommend chiropractors to everybody. But he didn't, as a result today, he didn't yank on my head. He just used the horse death gun instead, all the way up my neck. Which I don't really know why he's messing with my neck, because I went in with lower back pain, and now he spends most of my sessions on my neck. He's really into my neck. Yeah.
Because he knows he can just get away with doing that, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're saying he's cheap. How cheap? Is it just some
£40
guy?
a session.
Is it just some dude that you just didn't like?
I mean, he doesn't take card. I have to take cash in.
What Kev doesn't realise, Pab, is that it's £40 a session, but he'll spend like 12 sessions just poking his neck with a horse gun, whereas a real physio would have just like rubbed back for half an hour. Are
There's
gone.
only two places I go to now that don't take card: my chiropractor and my Turkish barber. I'm not certain they're not the same guy. They could be the same guy. But yeah, they both manipulate me in ways I wasn't expecting. Today he just
How's the barber manipulating you?
What he rubs all sorts.
Okay,
My barber gives me proper rubs.
I thought you meant in
Sets
other
fire
ways,
to
like
my
bribing
ears.
you.
Oh yeah, he does all that as well. But yeah, today he just basically grabbed hold of the nerve in my shoulder and was like, "Does that hurt?" And I was like, "Yeah, it does a bit." And he didn't stop. He just carried on. Kept hold of it for about 20.
It and said, "Not anymore."
Yeah, kept hold of it for about 20 seconds. It still hurt. Yeah, it does still hurt. Now you mention it, as it did when you first grabbed it, and you've not released your grip. It continues to be quite uncomfortable. Oh yeah, it's not as tender as that on the other side, is it?
He's got a picture of a man with a little grin on it, and he's just ticking places that hurt, and he just wants to understand.
I think you'll find he's not that basic. He has one of those little spine models you can get on Amazon, and he shows me on there what's wrong with me by basically twisting the spine around on his little 3D printed model. So if that doesn't scream qualified professional, I don't know what does.
Brilliant.
I mean, the last person I saw rolled an ultrasound ball on my back for a bit, and I was like, "This is doing nothing. What is he doing?" So they're all.
Well, you need to say to him, grab a hold of your head and just yank it until it clicks. Because that's what he does to me.
I do that to myself.
See, I've always been afraid of breaking myself. At least I've got a man who owns a 3D printed spine doing it to me. You're doing it yourself. What's your qualification, Mr.
Well, I always thought if I just like yank my head and it accidentally kills me, at least I was the one that did it. I was the one that dealt the final blow. But it also just means I know when it works and when it doesn't.
Who then claims your possessions? I thought the idea was your possessions go to whichever man kills you. If you kill yourself, does that mean you get to keep all your? Is this a loophole? You get to keep all your stuff?
Yeah, take them to the afterlife.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I do think that'll be the announcement. Like Sheepdog has passed away. He ripped his own head off by mistake. I often do when I'm really pushing because it feels tense. I do think if my head just rolls off, like, how is anyone going to explain this? They're just going to find me and wonder what horrific act happened, and no one will ever consider that I might have just pushed my own head off.
Well, you have now announced it to literally dozens of people.
Well, that's part of the reason I'm bringing it up.
Okay. Countdown to kickoff, 42 minutes and 40 seconds for those of you wondering how long you've got left on your run.
Speaking of random heads, my son and wife went for a walk in the field next door yesterday, and they were like, "Oh, we saw loads of bugs and a duck head, just the head of a duck, just on the floor with no body, just there on its own." And
he's obviously been to the chiropractor.
Yeah,
that's a cat for you. That is
pushed his own head off.
The chiropractor. Yeah, cats do that. When we moved house,
take a whole duck's head off.
Well, when we moved house, we found loads of frog halves underneath our TV cabinet.
A frog, I can understand. A frog fits in a cat's mouth, but a duck.
Well, I guess the cat just took the duck's head. It was probably a decomposing duck somewhere.
It could have been.
And the cat was like, "I'll have that head," and brought it back, and then was like, "I don't really like this," and just left it there.
I didn't ask how preserved it was, to be honest. Yeah, I just assumed it was a fresh, completely uncomposed.
Still quacking.
Shouting for help.
Yeah. Boys and girls, we are very quickly approaching the Switch 2 launch date. Do I need one of these?
Nah.
I thought you already
you need one.
I've already pre-ordered one, and I'm having second thoughts because they're quite expensive. And do I need one of these?
Play Mario Kart and not much else at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Am I that fussed about playing Mario Kart?
You'll play it once. I can guarantee it, and then you'll. I
need the world to convince me one way or the other whether or not I actually need to get this at launch. I do like to get things at launch, but I was kind of expecting. Yeah, I was kind of expecting them to maybe announce a second game at some point, and that doesn't seem to be happening.
You've kind of, I don't know. Once I ordered it, I hadn't thought any more about it, but now you're saying it, I'm like, Could do with
Yeah.
not spending that. It was. I
Yeah,
assumed I'd be
Pab, I
better
kn-
by now when I bought it.
Yeah, Pab, I need you to convince us that me and Sheepdog both need to spend money we don't have on something we
so-
don't need.
Don't need it,
It
Kevin.
depends.
Why does it
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
go on Pab? We don't need it.
Because I'm
Oh,
going to
because Pab makes
rationalise
the
it now.
decisions.
Yes, but you
Yeah.
don't play on your Switch. When did you last have your Switch out?
Oh, it's out now.
When did you last play it?
Oh, a year ago.
There we
That's because
go.
I'm waiting for a new one. I play on my Steam Deck quite regularly.
Yes, but the Nintendo is not on the Steam Deck.
That's true. That's what
So-
I'm asking, really. What can I do on my Switch 2 that I can't do on my Steam Deck? And if the answer is Mario Kart and nothing else, I don't think I'm that bothered.
Kart and Zelda.
It will, in
the-
theory, yeah.
The old
So
Zelda
I'm
is coming out. Switch,
Definitely not interested in Zelda.
Exactly, so you don't need it. I keep
Okay.
telling you this.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
sell your pre-order to somebody.
Okay.
It's a Silk Song for me, I suppose, is one.
Right. So, you Switch pre-order.
Mm.
Yeah, you could cancel it.
Okay, I'm glad we discussed this.
No, you could cancel it, and then, like, give it a month, give it 2 months, or whatever it is, and then suddenly you want something for it.
Well, yeah,
But then
this
you
is
can't
what
get it anymore.
Yeah, I
And-
think this
and-
is what I'm asking. Is it going to be still hard to get hold of the console when they bring Pokemon?
We don't
out on it?
know. We don't. This
That's
is it.
what
We don't
I need
know.
to know.
Probably
this
not.
is-
It's not. It's not.
Right.
It's
So-
not COVID anymore, is it? That's why the PlayStation was hard.
But
to
they're
get
all sold
hold
out
of.
everywhere currently.
Yeah.
Currently, the pre-orders are sold. How much stock are they going to get back in stock in the next few months? I don't know.
When's the
Um,
Pokemon game out?
They're looking October, November time.
See, this is what I need to know. If I can just walk into Toys R Us in October and pick
Yeah.
myself up a Switch 2 and the new Pokemon game, then I don't need it now.
But I mean,
But if there's and plus I'll have a lot more money in October than I've got now, Pab. That's the other thing to
well,
consider.
this is the thing. You see, this is the thing. It's like you are future-proofing it because the prices ain't going to change. Realistically, they ain't going to change in that short amount of time. So you're paying that. You're either paying for it now and future-proofing yourself of having it or you're taking a chance on not getting it for a Pokemon or whatever you and paying it later down the line. It's what is
Yeah,
like
but-
which way you want to go with it.
Again, Kevin, when in October are you going to play this game?
There's
when
that
you
as
know
well.
what that time of year is like.
When I'm having poos, when I'm lying. I mean, I've never failed to play a new Pokemon game when it's come out.
That's
I'll
true.
find
Very true.
I'll find a way to squeeze it in somewhere. But yeah, I mean, I guess the flip side of it is I can judge it a week after release, and if they're still sold out everywhere, I can decide to either sell it for 800 quid to some unsuspecting schmuck, or be like, actually, I perhaps will keep this just to keep it for Pokemon. And if they're all back in stock everywhere after a week, I can just return it. I just won't open it. There you go.
Plus-
Problem solved.
Plus, you've got 2 pre-orders.
True. I do need to cancel one of those or flip one of them. Yeah, I do currently have 2 pre-orders still in place. I do need to deal with that issue.
I knew
at
you
some
wouldn't have
point.
cancelled that other one yet. I knew
No, of course I haven't. They are both still sat there. And again, quite apart from anything else, I'm not averse to being a scumbag. If they're going for $1,000 at launch,
Not say this
Two-
online.
too right, I'm flogging probably both of them. Because I'm not against being scum.
Well,
I realised
I
I'm probably committed to having mine because I already gave the Switch to my son.
it's already been passed down. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair
he's
enough, you're
playing, Minecraft on it at the moment, so I'm thinking I don't really want to take it back now. He's had his dirty paws all over it.
I'll be having that. Thank you. Wait until Christmas. You can have it back. Yeah, it's just one of
I'll
them.
continue to monitor the situation. I will be asking for progress reports every week or two
I mean,
until the
okay.
actual launch, Pabby. I need you to put some thought into this and tell me what the right thing to do is.
Nintendo today put up pre-orders again for without invites. Do you remember there was invites when it first
Yeah.
happened? Nintendo put pre-orders back up for anyone who has Nintendo Switch Online but doesn't have the invite.
Okay.
So in theory, you just happen to log on now.
So I can order a third one, is what you're telling me?
No, I'm saying I'm wondering if you just could go on the Nintendo website now and check availability. That was at probably maybe lunchtime that happened. Does that if you looked at that and then you'd say they're still available now, 8 hours later, then maybe availability won't be as like scarce as we think. But like I say, most other retailers, the pre-orders go up and they go down immediately. So I just don't know. I've not heard anything saying that they're already sold out of new pre-orders. I don't know, but I could be wrong as well. Who knows? Who knows? It's for me, like you're right. There's not a ton of games for it. There's not. But Nintendo are looking to.
There's no way for me to pre-order one on there at the moment. But I don't know if that's because it knows I've
That's because you've already got one. Yeah, I imagine that's what it is. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Nintendo are looking to do something where most podcasts that I've been listening to are saying that Nintendo are just going to drip feed games out. So there's a new game every month running up to Christmas now. So Mario Kart's coming out and released in June. Donkey Kong's out in July. And then you look at then there's Metroid coming out. There's Pokemon coming out. There is the Kirby game that's supposed to be coming out. There's a number of different games that they have, and there's also, like I say, there's speculation on a new Mario game that they've not talked about yet.
I've heard of Mario. I know him.
But there is you expect there'll probably be some sort of direct in the old E3 window, maybe potentially. So they might announce something there as well. So it's
Legend
difficult
of Zelda
to
amiibos are available to pre-order.
Pre-order. Oh,
do I need a Legend of Zelda? Anna, you wanted a Legend of Zelda amiibo. Like 3 years ago, you told me to keep an eye out for them. Well, they're available to pre-order now. There's loads of them. And Street Fighter 6.
Yes, they probably are.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's one of these things that you need to just weigh
Well,
up.
I'll continue
if you can stomach it now, it might be worth just.
Well, my
holding
very
on
one's
to.
by now paying a year. I might just leave that. I might just have that one.
There's
and
that
not
as
have
well.
Mario
There's
Kart.
that as well.
I've got my Nintendo one's the Mario Kart edition, but I actually have to pay for that. Whereas the very one I don't have to pay for until this time next year. I might just leave that one on there because I'm going to want it within that year.
Exactly. So yeah, because Pokemon will be out by then, and there'll be other things that you like. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. But like you say, if you're only paying next year, then you might be fine. You might be fine. I don't know how much of a Mario Kart person you are, so you might be
not really
fine with that. Exactly.
Not really
so you might be fine
Mario
with
Kart
it.
person at all.
Well, there you go.
Okay, I'll allow it, Pubby.
Solved your problem.
And that summarises my gaming for the week.
The dilemma you've been having. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, all my gaming time has been dedicated to that dilemma, Pabby. I've not been able to concentrate on anything because of it. It's been debilitating.
What are the odds that you forget either one of these pre-orders to cancel and you end it with two?
Almost guaranteed that I will end up with two.
Well done, Anna. You'll be getting a Switch too in June.
I don't need one.
And then you can start practicing Mario Kart, and in 2040 you'll be the Mario Kart World Champion like you always wanted, alongside Snooker.
There you go. Yeah.
No, I've just bought myself an Xbox, so I don't need a Nintendo that I'm never gonna use. I don't even know where my Switch is at the moment. I couldn't tell you where. I think it's upstairs, but I don't know where it is. Yeah, but we used that
when we went on the cruise, I think.
So no, I don't. Yeah, but we used that recently to go to Disney, and I didn't take it to Disney. I put it on the bed, so it's somewhere upstairs.
You could be using that to play all of the JRPGs that are suddenly being re-released in fancy ways.
Yeah, I don't need to. I just don't really want to play old games that I've played before. That's why I can play that Elder Scrolls because I never played that Elder Scrolls, so I can play that. But if it was like Skyrim, I'm like, I've played Skyrim. I don't need to go back there. I've played Skyrim on too many things. I don't want to go back and play I don't know, Sino filter or whatever they were called. I don't need to go back to them old things. Because though I would play Ni no Kuni if that came out again on something, but
I mean, that is on Switch.
Yeah, I thought that was already redone.
yeah,
both
I've already
on
got.
Switch.
But I have it on. I already have it on Switch, so I don't need another Switch to play when I can play it on my own. Because I don't have the original Switch. I have the next one up because I bought myself a birthday
that's right.
present. So I have the newest one out there, and it's a Zelda one, so it's not like it's ugly or anything. So I just don't need one at the moment. Maybe in the future I'll want one, but I'm just not much of a handheld user. But then again, when I do use it, I don't use it on full screen. I don't think there's even a HDMI connected to the port I have. It's always been handheld. But yeah, I have when we go away, I take my suitcase with me so I can put my PlayStation in it. So it's not like I need my Switch to take around because I have a suitcase. Who has a suitcase? That's ridiculous. But yeah, I have a suitcase with a TV in it to play my Xbox or PlayStation. I don't know if I could play my Xbox. I'm not sure. Maybe different connections, but
I mean, you could play it; it just wouldn't fit in there very easily.
because
With all the foam and stuff it's designed specifically for the PlayStation, isn't it? But the
Because
connections are the same. It's a HDMI and a power cable. They're both the same.
Yeah, the S would have fitted in it, but the X won't. But yeah, I don't need one, and I've not played any games. I probably played an hour of Days Gone, but it's just been one of them weeks where I got old, and then my dog was sick.
That was last night.
Yeah, but I was gonna because yesterday you went
while you were in bed. That was last night.
Yes, but yesterday you told me at 12. Oh, I had work to do. So for 8 hours I sat and did work because you told me I had to do it by tomorrow yesterday. So I did that, and then last night I had to get up to this stupid thing. So that means today I've slept, and then the other days we've been to the cinema and went out. The day before that I went to see Andy, and we've just been doing things. I haven't really had time.
Should make you go through your entire week, Kev, to justify why you haven't done anything.
It's just been one of them weeks where I haven't played it. And,
you don't have to tell us, Anna. You've got a busy life. You've got practicing for your snooker tournament.
But
I'm trying to keep this my son got me a plant, a sunflower, and it got here and it's died instantly, and I don't know what I did to it. All I did was leave it on the table outside. I thought sunflower needs sun, and now I've got it in, and it's the worst looking flower I've ever seen. I don't know what I've done to it, but anything I have doesn't stay alive.
I've never seen you kill a plant that quickly before. You've killed a lot of plants, but that one was dead within 12 hours.
It really was.
It looked so sad and wilted.
I
think
I could only assume you covered it in poison the moment it came in the house.
I think if you put lemonade and maybe like a penny in the vase, it's meant to make a de-droop.
Oh, it's compost now.
All right.
It's done. It is a skeleton of a flower at this point. I don't know how it's managed it.
I might be wrong.
Put it on the table.
I think I don't think sunflowers last that long anyway.
Yeah, but this
when
last
came in this house,
an afternoon, Babby.
It was blooming.
You sure that's not Glitch being
lovely.
unwell? Just ate it.
It just looks awful, bless it. I've bought it plant food and everything to try and revive him, but
I think it's beyond that. Yeah, if it's
I think
gone
I just need
that way, yeah.
Because the thing is, there are more heads that are coming out of it and starting to bloom. So maybe I just take the main head off and take some leaves off, and
there you go. Yeah,
it will revive.
A new one,
I have never killed anything so fast in my life. That's why all my plants are fake in my house. I have like fake ferns and fake ivy and stuff because plants to me don't mix. I have one that's
you've
called...
solved the question now. You need to become a botanist. Is that what they are?
Yeah. I have one that's called a mother-in-law's tongue, and that is staying alive. That thing will go through an apocalypse. That I've probably watered that maybe 3-4 times in 4 years, and it's still going. It is in the window, and it is flourishing. And Kevin keeps cactuses alive, don't you, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm the cactus guy.
He likes cactus. He had what he.
It's
I
because
bought
they're
him-
really easy. You just have to water them like once a month, and then they're fine.
I bought him one. It had like 2 cacti, and now it has like 5 in there. So I don't know what he
Yeah.
does to it.
I got succulents because I kept forgetting them, and I had the opposite problem of forgetting that I'd already watered it and overwatered it.
So you can't
It's still
overwater
alive,
them.
but
Yeah.
yeah, you're not supposed to water them at all, really. And I just kept forgetting I'd already done it. My problem, I
But,
just care too much.
Yeah, I just haven't really been playing anything. The thing I get with Days Gone, right? Because I was playing it and I did run into a horde and it frightened the life of me. I don't want to run into a horde. Hordes frighten the bejesus out of me, and I did run into one accidentally. I didn't see it, but the thing was like, so I was on my motorbike and I had to go to like a Nero site, and that's where you get like your permanent upgrades for your health and stamina and something else. And I went there and I got off my bike and I was like, what is that rumbling? I could hear a noise, but I didn't know where it was coming from. And I was on a bridge and I started walking around like down the bridge. I couldn't go anywhere. There was nowhere to go. And this horde just came out of the train. I don't know why it was in the train, but everything came out at me and then at me. So I don't like them. But then I was riding around again and there was like one on the hill. And I was like, that's scary. So I went past that, and then because like you have to go around the map and like remove the nests around. So when you've removed like 3 or 4 nests, you can go there, and that's one of your fast travel points. So I did the 2 like little ones, fine. Like you throw a Molotov, they come at you, you kill them. That's clear. And then there's like one more I had to do, and it was in a cave, and I was like, well, that doesn't look safe. But anyway, I went in and I was quiet, and then I looked down and they were just all there, or like loads of them. There was loads of them, and they just came at me. I was like, well, this is like the start of the game. Like, this is in the first couple of hours. How am I supposed to kill that? That was frightening. So yeah, like I said, I have played this game before. I do like the game. It's just them hordes I do not like. But I do watch people like online take on these hordes, and they are just like winning. And I'm like, how are you doing that? How are you not scared of them things? Because they do just run at you. I'm not good at things running at me. I just, they need to be far away. I need to like just shoot them in the head, be over there, or smack them with like a nail bat, but there only needs to be like 1 or 2. Like there is like 100 on screen. It is not fun. So because I think last time I was on here I was talking about a bear, how I took on a bear, and I haven't really done much else than take what I was doing in that area back to a camp. And then there's like another thing, like there's like this radio station going on, which is fine, like have your radio station, talk to the people. But then, like, your character is, like, shouting at him. And I'm like, the guy can't hear you. Why are you shouting at him? I'm like, you're in an apocalyptic, like, universe. They are attracted by noise. And you are out here shouting. Like, be quiet. It just is a little bit over dramatic. And I'm like, chill. Like, I can understand the other's inner monologue, but he does not need to shout. It just is a bit jarring. But yeah, I have not done anything else. Like I said, I've been doing this, that, and the other, and just
You not
pondering.
to sorry, Sheepdog.
I was just saying, did you finish Expedition 33?
No, I've not even touched that since the first time I played it.
Right,
It was all right. Like I liked it and everything, but I just found it a bit boring. I think I just need to get more in it. I just have a lot on my mind at the moment. There's a lot going on, and like I said earlier, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm now 40, and I'm still just like, I don't know. I've no idea. And then I had to like have this talk with this ADHD woman, and that was weird, and just things going on, and then my head just gets all full, and then I can't concentrate on anything. So I just built a massive I don't even know what it is, a tower of some kind. It's got a telescope on it.
A steampunk church.
There we go. And it's very
Very
large. But yeah, just
Did you not get to the Oblivion remake?
A bit of that. I played like I started it, and I got outside, and I found
Okay.
I found a hole. No, I didn't. I found it's like a hole, like a door, and I went in, and there's like a hole at ground, and then there was just things going on in there that I didn't quite understand, and then I came out of that hole, and then I killed a witch. That's what was it.
Yeah.
I went and killed this witch woman, and every time I tried to come out, there was a trap that I could not get past because if you knocked the trap, it was just like these logs would fall on you. So going down it and into where you're going, I can go down because I can jump over it, but coming back up and trying to jump over it does not work. And it just kept doing that. It just kept taking me to the start, and I was like, nope, I have no time for this. So I put that down. And I haven't played Assassin's Creed, and I haven't played Expedition, and I haven't played.
Anna, come on! This is the year of Anna finishing games. What's going on?
My life
Need to
is
get back
going
to him.
on.
Need to get back to him.
I know.
Have a big
I did
push.
2 games.
Yeah, you
I
did. You did at least 2. I think you did 3. Did all right.
Yeah, I did. So I did some, but it's one of the moments like everything has come out, and I'm trying to play everything, and it's like, oh, it's very exciting, but yeah, that it's just been one of them weeks. And then I saw the GTA trailer yesterday, and like I'm not a person, but it does look very nice. It does look pretty.
I mean, it does and it doesn't for me.
It's
all cutscenes. There's no.
No, I know.
For me,
Yeah,
there's no gameplay in that.
no
So I was like,
gameplay,
yeah,
but
great. It looks nice, but
it looks.
Yeah.
I saw like the first image. I was like, oh, I can't wait to play this. This looks so good. But yeah, it's just it'll be more of the same as 5. They will just put an online, and then they'll focus online. There'll be no DLC for us. But 26th of May, we have some kind of date that's coming out next year. So we've got a year to wait for that now. But it's been a long way. It's been a long time. Like I can remember I just got with Kevin when
That's me.
I've dropped.
Was it 2013?
Yeah, it came out. I got with Kevin 2012. That came out
Yeah.
2013. It's been a while.
A 360 game.
Yeah, exactly. So it's been a long while, but I'm going to stop because I've realised it's 22 and there's you two to get through, and Kevin is going at 8, so I'll leave it to you two.
I've only been playing Expedition 33 a week. I am at the bit. I just visited. What's his name? SK's Nest, and finished that bit.
SK, yeah.
And so I saved it there basically. But I need to check with you, Pab. I don't know how the weapons and attributes work, because I read online that if they have like so one of the weapons I've got is a B on health, I think it is, whatever the health's called in it. So if I put all the points into that, will the swords do more damage, or is it only doing damage in line with whatever the attack strength is doing?
I don't know. I have no clue. I just make the numbers go up. And I assume that's doing something. And sometimes you put something in somewhere and it adds a number to somewhere else, where I go, oh, bonus, that's where I'm putting my numbers in. That's where I'm putting my points in, and just hope for the best. So and it seems to be working. So I don't know.
It was saying online, because you can reset your attributes constantly, and it was saying that if you have a new weapon and it's telling you that it's got an A or an S in a different thing, then you should focus your points in there, because that'll make you attack higher. So I'd been fighting one of those P-tank things, and it runs away after 3 turns, and I kept getting down to nearly dead, and it was driving me nuts. So I respec my team, and it felt like they were doing the same amount of damage. And I was looking at it like, I don't understand. I've just sat here and put everything into defense for one of them, and attack health for another one. And nothing really changed. But then I started trying different attack processes with it. I sort of just tried to build a specific layout of I forget what they're called, the pictos. And I eventually did it, so that was good. But I feel like that's weirdly the battle out of all of them that I've probably done the most times. Everything else I've just done within 1 or 2 tries. I don't think I've had any problem with any of the bosses particularly. But that stupid little P-Tank was just kept running away after 3 goes, and I'd have like between half its health and a shred of health left, and I'm thinking, no, why can't I kill you? He didn't even get anything particularly good for killing it. I just felt like it had become personal by that point.
I've just given up on them. I'll do them, and I'm just like I'm fighting a losing battle here because I never get anywhere near the killing them at the end. So I was like, oh, doesn't matter.
You have to break them. You have to like make them stagger and then go from there. Really,
it seems that way, but yeah.
I also discovered that they don't. If you rest, they reappear. I had been reloading, and trying to make the game save and stuff like that, and then found out they just respawned if you rest. Because I sort of, so I burned a lot of time. I felt like I'd probably be another 3 hours into the game if I hadn't have. Because when I couldn't do it at first, I just went back into the world map and just went around the world again, trying to level up, trying to get more stuff. Which I'm glad I did because I discovered a load of stuff in the Gestrel village that I'd missed. Like a door I went through and some people that had items that I could get. But yeah, I think actually where I saved it was I'd fixed up, I can't remember what they're called, they're robot things that they train up. The things that they defend themselves with.
The Pictos?
No. I can't remember what they're called. The Gestrels have those robot things. Anyway, I gave them a mushroom and they made their ultimate weapon. And I'm trying to beat that at the moment.
Right, yeah, okay.
Sat there saying I failed maybe 2-3 times, but I suck at dodging so badly. I'm really bad at dodging. And I also, against this Picto P-Tech thing, whatever it's called, P-Tank, I realised that if I actually try and parry, sometimes I do get it right, and maybe I should be using parry more often because I didn't realise.
Oh yeah,
that's how you counter-attack. That's the first time I've ever parried and counter-attacked.
Yeah, you get a perfect parry, you counter, and it does a significant amount of damage.
Yeah,
but it's mastering it. For me, I'm either really good at it or I'm hopeless. It's like I'll spend a fight and I'll just study the moves for it, just dodging, and go, I know when this one's coming, and then I'll go for the parry and miss it up, and then I'll do it again, watch it, and go for it, and then I'll do some counter on it, and it does a lot of damage. But I don't do it anywhere near as much as I should. The same because it's just one of the things that I just prefer not to. Plus I've got. Go on.
Sorry, you can finish what you were saying if you want.
Sorry,
I was going to say finish what you were saying.
No, you're good.
Oh, when it sparks up with like a yellow mark, what does that mean? Because that's another thing I don't know.
On the enemies have like a yellow mark, so that is the prompt to jump rather than dodge. So you jump, and then you can counter on a jump. You jump and then press right. There'll be a prompt for right trigger, so you can hit back on that.
Yeah, because the Gestral weapon thing, when it's swinging its shield, it has a spark come up like that, and I didn't realise that was. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's like a yellow, like sort of. It's not an exclamation mark, but it's like that. But it kind of flashes up, and it's like that. That is the prompt for a jump rather than a dodge, because they go for like a low swing instead, and then you can right trigger on that, and then you can attack off of that. So I've had about 15 hours in now. I'm into Act 2. I've now got 5 party members. I've got a Picto, like you were talking about the dodging and stuff like that. I've got a Picto on one of the characters where it benefits me getting hit because I get an AP point for being on a hit rather than on a dodge. So I'm like, well, just hit me then. I don't care.
I feel like you could do that with you have to dodge one in there at the same time, and then you're getting one either way, aren't you?
Well, there's that, but I've put them into tank mode where they've got so much health. I'm like, do it. I dare you. You take 80 off me, it's nothing. And I just like, yep, just hit me then, and I'll dodge enough until I see how many points I get. And I go, okay, now we're going to town. Yeah, I'm past a place called the Forgotten Battlefield. I just finished that one. I think is where I left off. Which is in theory the next place after where you're going. I think Sheepdog.
Cool. Okay.
You've got to go to a next area, and then the area after is the Forgotten Battlefield. I think. But yeah, this game is probably game of the year now at this point. Probably. I had a moment with it, and I don't want to say what kind of moment it is with it, because it will spell something out to it, and actually I'm not gonna say. But it was a very good moment in the game. I find myself now starting to wander around every little inch of this place, trying to figure out what else is in here. I've still not found a record. Have you found a record for the record player?
I bought one from Gestral.
Oh, you can buy them. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't actually try and buy any.
I found like there was the Gestral battleground where you could go and do battles against them, which was quite cool.
Yes.
And then somewhere near there was one selling them. Well, it's not one record anyway. It's weird to me that they get the record player out when they've not got any records to play. Like that should just not have been out until I owned one.
Imagine it's just set up at camp. I imagine it's just like put there and like.
Well, who's getting that out? Leave it in the bag.
Imagine it's just left there. I don't know. I don't know where
camp.
I don't know.
They don't travel across the world back to their camp hub. They're carrying that with them.
It's magic. It's magic. It's one of these things. I figured out the Lumina system. Have you figured out the Lumina system? Because I, for the word of me, didn't know what. Did you know what Lumina is?
I am at a point where I think each of them have about 30 points each, and I rearranged them depending on what I'm trying to do. But like I'm trying to, my setup is trying to do it that I start and I shoot each of the enemies to try and get a burn and a mark on them, because then Mael can do her move that turns her into that 200% damage if she hits someone who's burned.
That's right. Yeah.
And then I can do more damage with one of her moves if they're marked.
I see. Yeah,
you're just spamming the overcharge.
You'll get a Pictos where for Mael where she starts in that mode.
Cool. Okay.
So it's like you don't need to. I think it's that. I start in that mode now for Mael. So now I'm thinking I took that move off recently because I was like, I don't get into burn as often, especially the areas I'm being into. I'm like, no, everyone's resistant to burn. So I'm like, there's no point me trying to burn them just for the sake of getting her into the high damage mode. But yeah, I didn't know what Luminous was. I thought Luminous were like pot level like points. So I'm like going, where I'm putting like points into these Luminous, and I'm not getting any points to put into levels. I'm confused, and I figured out that they're like you have like a set number of points, and then you put them into like learned Pictos abilities. Yeah. So it's like it's a bit like the moveset from Final Fantasy 7, where it's not, but it is. But you know where, if you get what I mean, where you learn a move from a weapon, and if you master it, you then have the ability to use it again. So it's like that, where somebody like masters a Pictos ability, it then goes into like a bank of like all the ones that have been mastered, sort of thing, and then you have a point system, and each one is graded on point systems. And there's like, I've got mine set up now, so each of them now get 2 points on entry into a match straight away, into a battle straight away.
I've started just doing that as well, and
just beefing them up big time. So it's made it a lot easier, because up until probably after the Gestral Village Sheepdog is where I figured that out. So I've been playing without any Luminous. They've all got like 35 points each and 0 used. I'm like, yes, put these Luminous in them all.
I don't know when I noticed. It wasn't that late, but I suddenly realized there was a list there, and I kind of, any that are like a 10, 15 point cost, I try and attach to them directly, and then I have them equip the cheaper ones. I don't know what the colors mean though, because some of them are white, and I think that means I haven't learned them, and some are red, some are green, some are blue, and I don't know whether I'm supposed to be leaving them on there until I turn a certain color, and whether there's any benefit to leaving them on there longer.
I don't know. I think mine are all blue. I've never actually thought about that. Ones. Not looked. Interesting. But yeah, this game is superb, and
yeah, I'm loving it
I
still.
Would encourage anybody to play it. Is it on Game Pass?
It is, yeah.
Is it on Game Pass? Yeah. And is it on the PlayStation 1 as well? I don't know.
It's
Can't
not
remember, I
on
thought-
PS Plus. But
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
on
It's
PlayStation.
It's on the one of the upper tiers of Plus, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Something like that. I think it's in one of the PS Plus upper tiers. Maybe, I don't know, but it's on everything. I expect it. I think there's a good chance by the end of the year it might come to Switch too. It's very good. Yeah, and I continue to just put time into it and chip away at it and enjoy myself just chipping away at these little battles and enjoying the story and getting really into it now. I've got
Yeah, I've played it
more
so
French
much.
outfits. I've got more French outfits. I've got an outfit that doesn't look daft now. They all look. I had them all in the baguette outfit at one point. I was like, you can't do it. It just looks stupid. It just looks
I'm
stupid.
Kind of disappointed, Pab. You made me think they're going to be walking around dressed as a walking loaf of bread, but
No. They
it's
got
just
a
a
baguette
blue
on the
and white
back.
T-shirt.
Yeah, they have a baguette on the back.
They just look French. Yeah.
Yeah, they look very French. It's just it's a very French game. It's what you expect, but you can't take it seriously when there's serious stuff going on and they're all dressed like with a little red berets on and the stripy shirts. It's just like they need to be in their expedition outfit, I think, for this game. I don't know, but I did find an alternate outfit, which is like a high-end expedition outfit for Maëlle. So I was like, yeah, okay, fair enough. She can wear that. That's cool. I don't.
Awesome.
Which is your most powerful character? Because Maëlle's my most powerful character by far.
I think Maëlle is the one who I can make do damage the quickest, but I send Gustav into all of the one-on-one Gestral battles because I
yeah.
can just spam the overcharge thing with them.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
I think
But
Kevin is telling you
yeah.
everyone.
I was going to say,
hurry
yeah,
up.
this is
suddenly
awesome.
starting these gifts.
People need to play it. Go and get it. But we'll wrap up there. Go on,
Yes.
Kev.
I mean, that's all. Yeah, I've not played anything else. So wrap us up, Kevin, for this week.
Splendid. If you would like to pester us on the internet, you can do that at Mgukpodcast, or you can follow me, Lelujo.
You can find me at Sheepdog6K.
I'm Miss Lelujo.
And I'm at Pab 1986.
And we'll see you next week, boys and girls.
Have a good week.
Bye bye.
Thanks, Lester, folks.